Welcome to the Via Stoica Podcast. This is a new segment that we're doing where we're looking at some quotes, some Stoic quotes, and we're going to dissect them and see how we can use them and apply them to life. We're going to start with Epictetus, one of my favorites. It's from the Everyman edition, but there's other translations out there as well. It's from the Handbook, the Enchiridion of Epictetus, written by one of his students, Arian. It's number 8, and it's quite simple. It's one sentence, and it goes like this. Do not ask things to happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go smoothly. Now, this is one of the most interesting ones that I have, and it's also good to look at some other translations, right? We have someone from we have a translation by Elizabeth Carter, who ends it like and you will go on well, right? You will go on well instead of smoothly. We see here is like you go on well. The first part is pretty much the same, right? Also, she starts with the word demand. Demand not that events should happen as you wish. We have a lot of demands that we ask of life to happen, though, is because we have certain desires, we have certain wants, and we demand that, right? We have from Long, he ends with to be content, right? Another one of those words where we have smoothly, going well, but contentness, right? That's one of those, for me personally, that's one of those concepts that is really important. Just try to be content. That's already difficult enough. So I like how he ends it there as well. And then the last one from the Penguin edition, it's from Dobbin. He ends with, this is the path to peace, right? The first parts are still kind of the same, right? Don't ask for things to happen as you wish, right? Because there's no control on these external events that we have. That's what this quote is all about. It's that concept of amor fati, right? That was coined by Nietzsche. And we have to accept fate as it comes our way. This is pretty much all of that captured in one sentence, and also the result of Stoicism, right? What do we want from Stoicism? Is we want a peaceful, content, well, and good life, right? The one good that goes smoothly. And it's a little that the quote that I read from my edition, that can be a little bit misinterpreted by people, because sometimes we expect things to be smooth when there are no obstacles, right? When everything goes well, when everything goes as long as we have planned. But that's not the case, right? And that's not what the Stoics really feel about this. That's why it's good to have these other translations there. That smooth factor is that you will remain calm, right? That inner peace, that inner force that you have, that is going to be smooth no matter what happens, right? Whether it's the obstacles that you face or whether it's the good things that happen, your life will be smooth. You will be in a balanced state of mind. That's really what we're after. And that's something that we want to strive for. That's why if we can accept things that happen as they do, we can embrace them, maybe even welcome them, then we are in a great position to face life and take whatever it comes. And that requires some inner fortitude, right? Some inner strength to have, because we need to be able to trust ourselves and to be confident that we are able to deal with the things that come our way. And that's really what this quote is about. So how can we practice this in life? How can we apply this? That's really what it matters, right? Epictetus is one of the Stoic teachers that professes this to the utmost. He says it's all really good to learn these quotes by heart, and it's really good to learn all the text and to read all of this stuff. But what really matters is when you apply it to life, and this is the one that really needs to be applied to life. So when we have obstacles, when we have things that we run up against or we face in our lives that are difficult, right, that don't go the way we wanted them to go, we all make plans, right? Isn't it that part of the song that from John Lennon? He says, life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. That's pretty much this quote. So as we are making plans for life, as we are setting out a trajectory, we have a certain path that we want to go towards, that we want to work towards with career or all of these other things, studies and life in general, family, a house, wealth, whatever we have planned, right? That is not really the path that we're talking about here. The path that the Stoics talk about is how you grow as a person, how you manifest yourself as a balanced, good well-being for yourself and for the people around you. That's really what matters. It's not all of these externals. They're nice to have, that's why they call them the preferred indifferences. But that's not really what life is about. If we set ourselves a goal that we want to achieve, no matter what happens around us, it's to be a good person. It's to focus on that inner force that we have to be at peace, to be calm, to know that whatever happens to us, we can still deal with it. We are here, we've overcome so many different obstacles, and that's why we can use that force, that strength that we have from the inside. And that's the life that we want to focus on. That's the goal and the path and the progress where we want to work towards. It's not all the other stuff. It's not about the fame and the fortune and the status and all that stuff. No, that is all based on externals. We can't control them. If we focus ourselves on those things, then yes, our life's not going to be smooth. We're not going to be at peace because we want things that are not under our control. But if we focus on ourselves, then we can find the things that we can control. Then we can we can face all the obstacles with our inner fortitude. And that's what really matters. And then we can say when things happen, we can just embrace them. We can say, oh, this is happening to me. This is a test. This shows me how well I've studied this stuff, how well I've learned all of this, right? Again, this is progress. This is something that we try to be better at. We're not going to be perfect. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to do things that we wished we didn't, or we're going to have things that will upset us, right? That will take us away from that peace, that contentment state, that where things go well, and that smooth life. Things will happen that take us away from it. But as we learn and as we start to change the mindset that we have towards them and we face them as something that we can learn, something that can help us grow, then already we have taken the sting out of those things because we look at them differently. We will take those experiences with us as a reflection to what we're going to do when they happen again or something similar to that. And the next time it will be smoother. The next time it will be better because we have experienced them and we have been there with an open mind and we've been there with a conscious mind to really take in what's happening. And then we can reflect on that. And then we can grow. And as we grow and as we apply these things more and more to new situations, we will find that life will go smoother. I have experienced that myself. My anxiety levels, my worries, my overthinking, they've really drastically lowered because of these practices. Are they perfect? No, not at all. But I've seen the results and I've seen that it works. And that's why these quotes, they are very good for you to remember when you are in those moments. That's why Arrian, student of Epictetus, wrote this Enchiridion, a handbook, a pocketbook, to carry with him. Whenever he needed some kind of guidance or a reminder, he opened it and he saw little quotes, little things like this. He's like, yes, I can't change the things. Why would I want to have things happen the way I do, the way I want? No, let me just accept the things that they happen, how they happen, and then deal with them the best way I can. I always have the opportunity to be virtuous. I always have the option to do the best thing that I can be, to do the thing that is required of me from my nature and from the virtue and from the world around me. And that's what we got to focus on. So this quote, very powerful, the Enchiridion number 8. It's right there at the beginning, almost at the beginning. But it's right there at the top. I'll read it again. Do not ask things to happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go smoothly. And you will go on well. And then you'll be content. Or that last one, and this is the path to peace. Right? So there are many translations out there. Read them, find them, but apply them to your life. That's what really matters. So this is the first episode of these Stoic Quotes. You will be able to find all of these Stoic quotes on Via Stoica.com. Just go there. There's a link to the Epictetus quotes where we have got over 200 Epictetus quotes. We've been writing about the discourses. We're almost finished with book 1. So you can find a lot of the posts, a lot of summaries on the discourses. Marcus Aurelius quotes, Seneca quotes. And this is a new segment that we'll do on the podcast just for your easily listening. Just a quick reminder to show that this philosophy has something for you. It is applicable to life and it can help you live better. So thank you for listening. And again, listen to the other episodes as well. Please rate and subscribe if you want. And if you need any other help, go to viastoica.com. You can book a free consultation with one of our coaches, and then we can see how we can help you with some some things that we offer, whatever suits you best. So thank you for listening, and we'll show you a next quote next week. So thank you again, and hopefully your life will go smoothly.